Well, this is certainly a strange position to be in. Reviewing a game designed and written by probably the top 2 game reviewers out there, and no less the guys all other game reviewers revere, worship, and secretly wish they could be. Bit of a case of quis custodi et ipsos custodes. Yes, we're looking at the first episode of Penny Arcade Adventures on the rain-slick precipice of darkness, which I'm playing here on my MacBook. This is an RPG action-adventure set in a bizarro, steampunk, noir comic book world. Think Dick Tracy meets H.P. Lovecraft with cartoon robots. The saga starts with your house getting effed in the A by a massive robot. You follow the carnage, battling a few fruit fuckers on the way, until you bump into Jonathan Gabriel and Tycho Brahe of the Startling Developments Detective Agency, who are investigating this rather startling development. You decide to join them in uncovering the mysteries of New Arcadia. Hilarity ensues. The game is heavily based on combat, with some cursory exploration, puzzle solving and collection involved. The navigational structure is simple. You unlock 3 main action locations, which you go between via the map. There's also Tycho's cousin's room, where you take clues, get upgrades and missions, and the detective agency itself, which lets you access your inventory, case log and map, as well as viewing the collectibles. Turn-based combat is the core element of this game, and I have to say it works brilliantly. Each main character has 3 actions. They can use an item, including healing bandages, bombs, distractions and potions. They can make a standard attack, or they can make a special attack. It takes an increasing amount of time to charge these attacks though, so you'll have to wait longer for your specials. This is done with dials, giving a real-time feel even though it's turn-based. The special attacks open a mini-game which let you deal extra damage. You can also combine specials across your team for more damage. As well as your main characters, you have supporting characters who can occasionally turn up to attack your enemies. You can also block incoming attacks on your enemies' turns by hitting the spacebar when their life bar flashes. As you can see, this is an awful lot to keep track of, and combat can get really frenetic. But that said, the system itself is simple enough that a perfect balance between challenge and enjoyment is achieved, even for those new to this sort of combat. It's arguable that hotkeys would help, but meeting the challenge without is much more satisfying. Also, you can respawn with no ill effect if you die, restock your pickups from the regenerating trash cans and boxes, and go back and try again. The real pleasure of this game comes from its unique position in the gaming community. It was written and drawn by Krahulik and Holkins themselves, and is riddled with Penny Arcade and gaming in-jokes. Also, Penny Arcade readers have been privy to the ins and outs of development over the last few years, making it really difficult not to feel affection for it. It's also a real treat seeing Krahulik and Holkins' strange ideas come to life in this way. Seriously, the fruit fuckers are brain-breakingly obscene when animated. And it's awesome getting to play alongside the creators' comic book alter egos, Gabe and Tycho. It really does feel like living in a comic book, with the witty script and gorgeous 2D animated cutscenes. And the way your customizable character fits into the animation is stunning. And even the frickin' license agreement was written with charm. Of course, there are a few downsides. Mouse sensitivity isn't fantastic, and it can't be adjusted in the settings. The puzzling side isn't very challenging, and some aspects of collection and combat can get repetitive, although it is far from the grind of most RPGs. But seriously, these are small niggles, and this is the most addictive and enjoyable game I've played in a long time. You can download the game on Xbox Live Arcade for just 1,600 points, or purchase a license key for $20 that can be used for the Windows, Mac and Linux downloadables from www.playgreenhouse.com. There are free demos available for all platforms, and do check these out first if you want to try out the difference between point and click and 360 control. This is particularly recommended if you have your 360 hooked up to an SD TV, as it is a text-heavy game and can be hard to read. Massive kudos to Penny Arcade and Hothead. This is absolutely one of the best $20 I have ever spent on gaming. It's charming, addictive and funny. It has heaps of style and awesome music, and I'll definitely be buying the next instalment when it comes out in about 4 months. A fantastic 4 stars.